Hello and welcome back to the Drake and Josh podcast. I'm Jacob.
And I'm Trevor.
And today we watched Battle of Panthatar.
Classic episode.
It was a good one. I liked
that I
it.
Didn't really remember
It's
when
like
we started.
I didn't remember a ton about it except for like the dope suits. But it's like a parody of Super Sweet 16 on MTV and Star Wars, basically.
Yes.
But yeah. Actually, let's do a little bit of housekeeping. So. Last night Will was over and we recorded a bunch of Show Me Somethings. I hope you guys have enjoyed the first two episodes of Show Me Something that are out, however many are out
by this time this airs, I'm pretty sure 2 episodes will be out.
Yeah. So I hope you guys are liking that.
We're enjoying making them a lot. So
yeah, we are love making them, especially since this show is coming to a rapid end. We only have a few more episodes left. We have some planned guests for the last couple of episodes, but yeah, it's wrapping up quick.
It's kind of bittersweet.
Yeah, definitely.
We've really loved this show.
Big love.
It's not done yet, so we can't get too, I guess, deep on this. But
yeah, that'll be on the last 2 episodes.
Yeah, the show's been really awesome for us. So
yeah, thank you guys for supporting us this whole time.
Yeah, thanks.
But yeah, to get into the TV show, so it starts off with them doing like their cold open, and it's like
it's a weird one,
like little kid TV style.
Yeah, but it's
like
weird.
Dora the Explorer and Blue's Clues and shit.
I don't know. Like, yeah, they're like, all right, we've talked to you guys about each other a lot. We want to talk to your like little siblings under the age of 6.
Yeah.
And then they start doing the whole like, what's your favorite thing, or
yeah,
what do you like to do?
Who are you? It's like really weird.
Am I your friend? It's like, that's kind of a
and
weird
that's where
question.
it splits off.
Yes. And then Drake gets a resounding, of course.
Yeah.
And Josh,
like telling he's handsome and shit.
Yeah, and Josh just gets shit on the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, what? No, get your mom. I can't believe you're saying stuff like that.
Yeah. Josh eventually gets spit on.
And Drake gets a plate of cookies, both through the TV somehow.
Yeah, through the TV. The spit goes right into Josh's eye.
Yep.
So he starts doing this bizarre, like, looking around, open eye thing.
He keeps saying it burns.
That's not a good sign.
I don't think that. Yeah, there's something in that spit at that point.
But yeah, then it goes to Josh making, which I thought was lunch, but it's apparently dinner because they mentioned it's Friday night. So he's making dinner that consisted of like some sort of sandwich. It looked like it was like tuna salad or egg salad.
Had cheese on it.
Yeah, but it looked like mushy on the inside. You know what I'm saying?
I
couldn't tell what it was.
Yeah.
But and
with
then
a bowl of fruit.
Yeah, bowl of fruit. Which I wrote down. My first note for that is that he dropped a strawberry off the table,
He
rolled right
100%
off.
Those were nice looking strawberries too.
I kept that take though.
And he's got his mucus flavored limeade.
Yeah, he's got the freaking limeade, which he poured so quickly that it like almost splashes. It was like really.
There was already some in his cup too.
Yeah, dude.
But why is that pitcher just sitting out on the counter?
Maybe he like had poured some while he was constructing, took a big swig, and then he needed more.
I guess, but
I mean, the limeade tastes like mucus.
Yeah, but he's leaving it out on the counter.
Yeah, it's
like
gonna be
for me,
warm. No ice.
Yeah, I 100% having a cup to drink while you're making your food.
You're a lemonade boy.
I do like lemonade.
You can relate to this. Limeade, similar.
It doesn't taste like mucus though.
Well,
Chick-fil-A lemonade's amazing.
Yeah, you got some right now.
No, this is water now.
Oh, you filled it full of water.
Yeah, I ran out of lemonade.
Didn't get a large.
I forgot that it wasn't standard.
Yeah, so we went to Chick-fil-A today, and because of the COVID outbreak, only the drive-thrus are open.
Mm-hmm.
So the drive-thru was super long, longer than normal.
And went to the next parking lot.
Yeah, I had to like pull a Yui and like get into the line in like that was in the Wawa parking lot. But yes, we went through the line pretty quickly.
Yeah, we
for
did.
How long it was? I mean, classic Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A is so fast. They're having their guys running around all throughout the line. Like, what do you want? All right, pay right now.
Yeah,
they
swipe the card for you.
Yeah, they wouldn't touch the card.
Yeah,
she was
I'm
like,
fine with swiping it myself.
Please swipe with the strip facing down. And then
I appreciate that.
Yeah. No, that's nice. I would rather not exchange contact as much as humanly possible at the moment.
Because the other day when I went through a different drive-through, I handed him my card and it kind of felt weird doing that whole scenario, you know?
You got to wipe it down with hand sanitizer afterwards.
Yeah, which is what I did do when I went to go vote. yesterday, there was like wipes everywhere, so I like wiped down my ID after they took it.
Not a single wipe in my voting place.
That's crazy, bro.
And it's in the middle of an old people retirement village.
Mine was at a community center, and there was wipes everywhere, and they were like talking about all the different things I can wipe down with it.
That's wild.
He was like, wipe that pen down, wipe the ID, wipe your station down. You're good to go.
Nothing. As soon as I got back in the car, hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
Done.
I feel you. I mean, mine was not busy at all.
Mine wasn't super busy.
My polling place. Which usually also, all the past times I've been out to vote, there's been usually like people standing outside and everything, all like holding their signs and shit. Mm-hmm. Nobody this time, which was really crazy to see.
Well, because it's a primary and also no one wants to die.
Yeah, that's the big thing, I think, is that no one wants to die.
God, it's weird times.
It is weird times. We went to the grocery store today because we needed to. I mean, really, we just needed a normal grocery trip.
Yeah, you and Abby needed food, and I was just like, okay, I'll come.
He was there along for the ride.
I had to reach something on the top shelf in the back for you.
Yeah, because I wanted a specific Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwich. I wanted the bacon one instead of the sausage.
So I had to reach all the way to the back.
But yeah, a lot of the stuff was empty there. There was literally no bread. I mean, we get one of the frozen bread ones anyway.
There was only 2.
We get Ezekiel bread instead. There was only 2.
There's only 2 of your Ezekiel breads as well. Like
That's
also
crazy.
top shelf, but Abby was able to reach them.
Yeah, all the bread was gone. Most of the pasta was gone.
No toilet paper to be found.
No meat other than steaks. There was only steaks and like different cuts of beef, like I don't even know what they were. They're just massive pieces of beef.
Probably roasts and stuff like that.
Yeah, roasts and shit like that. Didn't touch any of that stuff. Too scared. We just wanted chicken breast or ground beef. I would have.
You could have gotten a whole chuck and ground it yourself, like
you think I know
Babish does.
Oh, like chop it, like a rough chop.
No, because he puts it in his food processor.
I don't have one of those.
You don't have a food processor?
No.
Well then,
I don't live on a beef farm.
You need to live on a beef farm for that.
I don't have the space for it or the want. You know.
Food processors are great. They can use them for a lot of stuff.
But yeah, so we stocked up for the week. We didn't go crazy or anything. We just kind of got some stuff.
You're not one of those horrible hoarder people.
No. We didn't go crazy on anything. But yeah, that's pretty much what we did today. But the only reason I brought any of that stuff up was because we went to Chick-fil-A and you didn't get a large lemonade. We forgot to ask for the large.
I forgot
which
to
is
ask.
Partially my bad. I thought about it right after we finished ordering.
And
partially your bad because it was your order.
I also was like really debating at that exact moment before we paid about, do I want to get like a shake?
Yeah, you said afterwards I should have got a shake.
I should have. I really should have gotten a shake. I might get one on my way to work.
Yeah.
Before I drink my Mountain Dew.
Oh, yeah. He got 2 bottles of Mountain Dew, which I think you should have just gotten a 2-liter at that point.
I probably should have because I need to stay awake tonight, man.
Yeah, you're going to be up late. You're going to
work till 6 a.m.
on your board op thing.
Yeah.
But also, they forgot a Chick-fil-A sandwich in our bag, which was crazy. I never had them forget anything on me at Chick-fil-A. That's like a Burger King thing.
Yeah, I had them one time give me the wrong thing.
Really?
I ordered the spicy chicken deluxe, and I got just a plain chicken sandwich with no lettuce or anything on it. So I didn't go back. I just ate it and was sad.
Yeah. I had done that before when I worked at Chick-fil-A. I had like accidentally, it was like right when I started. I didn't really know what the differences were between them, but I had given somebody a spicy instead of a regular.
Wow, that could be bad.
Listen, they're fine, all right?
You're terrible. You were trying to kill somebody.
I remember messing up fries a couple of times too when I was giving them out. I didn't know. I thought the one that they handed me was the one with no salt. But I accidentally gave a person a salt one instead of a no salt. He came back though. He was like, "This is wrong." I was like, "Damn."
I'm so sorry.
It was like literally my like first day.
Did you eat those fries?
No.
Oh.
No.
There wasn't.
But
the
yeah,
threat
we did
back
end
then,
up going back to get the chicken sandwich.
Of course, because it was your food.
Yeah, I just pulled a Yui and we went right back up. I ran up to the window and was like, "You guys forgot it," and she was like, "I got you." Shout out Chick-fil-A. Big fan.
Great food. Just one little mess up. But also, to be fair, they had like hundreds of people going through.
Yeah.
Because nobody wants to get out of their car.
Well,
no, they can't get out of their car,
you can't
but
go in.
Nobody also wants to.
Yeah. True.
Oh, man, it would really pay off to have the SUV Tesla right now because that's a biohazard grade air filtration system.
Oh, shit. That's badass. Elon Musk is ahead of his time, huh?
He knew.
Did you pre-order the Cybertruck?
I did not. I don't have the money for a Cybertruck.
What are you doing?
I don't even have the money to pre-order it. $500 to pre-order it? I think it's $5. Or was it $1 or $5?
That's just to put your like name in line?
Yeah.
Right on.
I would want the tri-motor, which
Didn't
is the
Hat
most
Films do that?
expensive. Yeah, I think Trot did it,
But it's not gonna fit in his driveway.
I think he canceled it.
Damn. But yeah. Anyway, so he makes his dinner, and then he goes over to the couch in the living room, and he turns on the TV, changes the channel immediately. Doesn't like what's on.
To the fruit and vegetable channel,
which sounds
fake.
Like it sounds like it just couldn't be a channel.
It's not. It's absolutely. It's I assume a parody of the Food Channel, like Food Network.
Probably, yeah.
But
with a mix of that and like the Science Channel.
I guess, but no, like Food Network
and like
on occasion will do like educational stuff and not just cooking stuff.
Yeah.
So like Unwrapped and all those.
Unwrapped
shows.
is classic.
Loved Unwrapped back in the day, man. So
big
good.
Fan. Big fan.
Good Eats.
Not a big fan.
No.
Don't know that one.
You would like it. It's Alton Brown, and he does cooking, but he also discusses the science behind like the interactions. Like,
sounds cool.
When you're like kneading dough, this is up, and he has like these like dumb little like foam noodle models and stuff, and he'll like get in like a big pile, like this is gluten.
Yeah.
And then as you knead it, it'll like start to do this or whatever, and it's dope.
All that dough stuff is crazy. You just leave it alone, and that bitch grows.
It just grows.
That shit's crazy.
Only if there's yeast in it.
That's crazy. That's science.
That's science.
But anyway, Drake comes home and he's upset.
Yes, he aggressively eats a banana.
Yes, is that what violent banana chewing? I think is the line.
So and then at one point, so he's upset that a girl stood him
up.
I mean,
kind of. She called him.
She called and said she couldn't make
canceled their date.
Canceled their date because she got bit by a poisonous snake.
Yeah,
and he's pissed.
Yeah, he says it's apparently poisonous. I mean, it definitely is. If she was dying in the hospital,
it'd be venomous.
Yeah. What's the difference?
Venom is injected.
Yeah.
Poison is ingested.
Excreted.
All I know is, like, for sure, is that venom has to be injected.
Are all snakes venomous, not poisonous?
I believe so.
Spurious facts with Trevor Storch.
A lot of them are. If they have fangs and they bite you and inject it in there, then yes.
Damn.
I think.
Are you more scared of a constrictor snake or a venomous snake?
Venomous. 100%.
You wouldn't be afraid of a...
I'm afraid of all snakes.
A huge boa constrictor.
No, I'm absolutely afraid of that.
That thing could destroy you, Trevor.
I'm sure it could, and I'm absolutely afraid of it, but you said which one am I afraid of more?
Venom.
Because that's a surprise attack right there.
Yeah.
That's and you're dead. Like, oh, okay.
Depends on how hardcore the venom is.
Very true. And also, king snakes don't actually have fangs. They have to chew. So you have a chance to, like, get rid of them. Also, perks of wearing boots, my guy.
If a snake was coming at you,
I'd run.
You think you'd be able to shoot it dead?
Nah, maybe. Probably not. It's a small bullet. I would be panicking. If it was a shotgun, absolutely.
You shoot, miss, and it kills you. The irony.
But with the shotgun, I miss.
No, just the one that, like, your concealed carry, like
bang. I'm
you
dying.
carry it on you at all times to be safe, and you shoot to try to save your life. You miss and die.
Yeah, I mean
that'd be a real shame. Man.
It's a single bullet, and snakes are not that big.
Yeah, that'd be a real shame, though.
Yeah, it would be a shame.
You think you'd be able to hit it if it was like a big ass boa constrictor?
Probably, yeah.
Or like an anaconda from the movie Anaconda?
Yes, I could hit the anaconda from Anaconda.
Would that die though from that caliber of bullet?
If it got hit in the head, and depends on how thick its skull is, I guess.
What if it got hit on the very tip of the tail?
No, of
but
course.
that's its Achilles heel.
Then yes, you're giving me all sorts of conflicting info, my guy.
My dude. But yeah, so yeah, Drake's pissed, but then Josh invites him over to the couch to come pop a squat with him.
Yes.
And then they start talking on the TV. They start talking about the avocados. No.
What I want to talk about though, real quick,
go ahead.
is when Drake's really mad and he shakes the banana and it launches the top of the banana off. I am not sure if that was scripted or not.
Oh, I missed it. That sounds funny.
Because the way Josh reacted to it falling, I'm like, was that? I think that
it
happened.
might not have been.
I think that happened on accident.
Which, speaking of, Josh was the director for this episode.
He was.
Which is
wild.
Pretty crazy. We've never seen that before. I wonder if Drake has an episode that he directed coming
I doubt it. He's not really.
Also written by someone whose name I don't recognize at the very least. Matt Fleckenstein. Fleckenstein could be either.
I don't know. I'm not.
But that's the writer. It's not Friedman. Is it Eric Friedman? The other
Eric
guy?
Friedman's usually.
And then
I think it's Eric Friedman. Yeah,
I think that's his name. Or the creator guy, Dan Schneider. Neither of them, neither of the classics. New guy. But yeah, so then it goes into, as he sits down, you can hear on the TV, they're talking about the show coming up. Are avocados fruit or vegetables? And they say the answer is fruit. and then Josh gets pissed. He gets very upset.
I mean, it obviously is based on its seeds and like the fact that it has a large pit like that. It's a fruit, like cherries.
Cherries are sweet.
Fruit sweetness has nothing to do with it.
This is the conversation they have.
Tomatoes are also a fruit.
Once the crew people come in, you could say there's a sweetness to tomatoes.
You could say there's a sweetness to avocados.
That's true, my guy. Yeah. So then, speaking of the crew that barges in, Rick Howard from MTV barges in with his camera guy and his boom guy. Is there another dude? It's just the three of them, right?
Just the three of them.
Just camera and sound.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they barge in, and then Drake and Josh are like, whoa, what's going on? Who are you guys?
And you'd think Drake and Josh would be much more wary of camera people and TV shows after the incident with...
MTV was there last time.
what was it? Pimp My Crib or Pimp My Room?
Oh, that one. I thought you were talking about the Spring Break Drake and Josh in episode.
No, but that was also
That's
another good reason.
crew. And they were on TRL. They're always on TV.
TRL?
From Drake and Josh Go Hollywood when he performs on TRL.
Oh, right. Yes. Mm-hmm.
They're consistently on TV. They're on TV more than you'd think.
They're on TV all the time.
They for sure are credited on IMDb. Like, not the actual actors, but them as themselves in this universe.
Oh, for sure.
Drake and Josh version of IMDb.
Well, Drake 100%, how is he not famous yet?
It's a good question that can't be answered.
It's insane with all the stuff, like all the interactions he's had and like fancy like run-ins and TV stuff he's done and playing for big famous bands, filling in for the guitarist and all this stuff. Like, how is he not famous yet?
Yeah. It's hard to say.
It's crazy. His parents are keeping him down.
But yeah, so Rick Howard from MTV has them sign waivers, basically, that it's okay for them to film and shit like that. Mm-hmm. And then Thornton comes in, and he says the show is called Dude, I'm 16.
Yeah, I believe that's what it's called.
Yeah, that is what it's called, because they end up repeating it again when he's talking to Crazy Steve after the credit sequence.
Yes.
So yeah, they're real pumped. They do this like dope thing where like it's like looking through the lens of the camera crew's camera, and Drake and Josh are acting like they're real dumb. And then so Thornton invites them to his 16th birthday party. That's going to be at this club called Club Diego.
Yeah, which interesting that it's at a club.
Yeah, it could be a teen club. Those were a thing.
Were those a thing?
I know they're a thing on cruise ships.
They are absolutely a thing on cruise ships. I was at one. Me and my sister were hanging out at the teen club.
Were you the coolest guy there?
No.
Fuck.
I knew nobody and didn't want to and wanted to talk to people, but nobody was really like... Nobody gave a shit is the thing. And also, I think I was just above the teen rating, but my sister wasn't. So I was like... No, I was 17. So I was not above.
That's definitely...
No, that was right in that range. But for some reason, I just didn't feel... It was weird.
There's probably a lot of preteens in there.
Yeah.
Ugh. But anyway.
I was just mad that I was like 1 year behind being able to gamble on the boat.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Yeah.
But do you really want to gamble? You know,
I wanted to try.
Lose money that way, though.
I don't care. I wanted to try.
But yeah, then it finally goes into the credit sequence. So all this stuff happens.
Oh, no, we have the invite.
For the credit. Yeah, that's why I said they invite him to Club Diego, to the birthday party.
With like the super awkward. They're just the worst on camera.
Yeah, they're horrible at it.
They're staring into the lens constantly. Yeah. It's like...
Oh, Drake has a good line where he's like... Or Josh is like, I wonder who it is. And Drake's like, I don't know. We won't know till we open the door.
They're just the most awkward. They've been on TV so many times.
Yeah. It's funny.
How are they not used to this yet?
I thought it was hilarious.
It was funny, but fucking A.
But yeah, so the credit sequence happens. So
classic. I never thought.
So much stuff happens. And then it cuts to...
the premiere.
Yeah, the premiere where Josh is working and he's talking to Crazy Steve about the cool party that's going to have the Galaxy Wars actors, the Red Skynauts, and it's going to have or no, they say that stuff later actually, but they're reenacting the Battle of Panthatar.
Yes. And the whole time Steve is doing his freak out screams at each one of these statements, and Josh has definitely gotten used to Crazy Steve at this point
Yeah,
because
he has for sure.
he does the crazy screams and Josh just gives it right back. He's like, I know. Just like,
Yeah, they're buds at this point, right? You know?
he's just used to him at this point, I think. I think he realizes that Crazy Steve won't hurt him too badly.
At least not to where he's like incapacitated.
Yes. He might hit him once or twice, but he'll be fine.
And then Drake comes in and he shows off his signed copy of Abbey Road by all 4 Beatles.
He got from their neighbor down the street who's British.
Yeah. They said his name. I forget what it is.
It was a goofy British fake name.
But he gave it to Drake in order for him to leave him alone and to leave his granddaughter alone.
Yes, because his granddaughter's hot.
That's what they say.
Yes.
And then that is where Drake sees a hot girl.
She comes up and is like, what time does...
I didn't write the movie down.
I didn't either.
I don't remember.
Some fake
They
movie.
say it twice, too. I don't remember.
What time does this movie start? And Josh is like, about 40 minutes from now. And she's like, all right, thanks. And Drake's like, she's got 40 minutes with nothing to do.
Yeah, rip.
Gonna slide on in there, which classic Drake.
Yeah, so he walks
We think
away
nothing
with
of
the
it.
chick. Yeah, think nothing of it. And then Thornton walks in, starts talking to Josh about what he should put in the gift bag for the party, and it's
Yes.
between a underwater Geo or a Pocket Pal, which I don't know what the Pocket Pal actually was.
I have to assume some sort of like maybe PDA, like organizer.
It
or
looked
something.
really small,
It did look really small.
right?
But like, I don't know what else a Pocket Pal could be in this context in 2007.
Yeah, I don't know either. It didn't really look like anything that I recognized. Maybe at the time it looked like something that was popular for like a really short amount of time.
But like an underwater MP3 player, and he was like, "Okay, we got they're giving me $500 to spend to put in each of the gift bags for each person." And so he's like, "Which one?" I really think that underwater Geo thing would probably be $500 on its own.
You'd think so.
But he's like, "I'll just do both,"
Yeah, screw it.
which
I mean,
Josh
blow
just
the
freaks
budget.
out over.
Yeah,
fucking
super
what?
excited over it. But then he starts asking about where his girlfriend Maria is because he's supposed to be meeting her for the movie.
And Josh is like, "Oh, this girl," and he's like, "No, I have a different girlfriend." And
Yeah,
that's Maria.
the other lady moved to Vermont.
Yeah, and
The
Josh
trees are full of syrup.
Josh sees Drake making out with her and tries to
Tries to stall hard.
really hard.
Doesn't
And
work.
No, and the moment he turns around, Josh just grabs the popcorn buckets and flings them all over. He's like, "Free popcorn!"
Yeah, all the buckets just fly in the air.
Oh, it was so good.
Yeah, so he sees Drake kissing Maria and walks over to them pissed and basically breaks up with Maria and uninvites Drake and Josh to the party. This is where Josh starts whining hard. He starts crying big time.
Like, I don't really understand why he I get why he's mad in the moment and uninvites them. Because
I definitely understand why he uninvites Drake.
yeah, but also
Not
Drake
Josh.
Drake didn't know.
But Josh was only invited because of Drake.
True. But Drake didn't know that was his girlfriend.
He didn't, but I don't think he wanted to hear it. I think in that situation, you kind of just are like,
Yeah, no.
you're going to hate them regardless.
In this moment, absolutely. I feel like once he had time to cool down later on, he would go,
Depends how long they've been dating for.
Obviously not very long if Josh didn't even know.
Yeah, the Vermont girl.
Yeah.
I don't know how close Josh is with Thornton, though.
He's close enough to know what his old girlfriend's name was.
True, but that could just be because he's a popular kid and everybody knows the gossip.
He's
around
technically
popular
the
kids.
most popular kid.
Yeah. I mean, he's cool enough to have this dope show.
Yeah. I mean,
Back in the day, actually, I don't know if I've mentioned this on the podcast. We probably have at some point. But Abby was on this version of the show, but the quinceañera one.
Oh.
For her friend in Miami.
That's
And
cool.
she was like a part of the court and everything. Yeah.
That's wild.
You could probably find it somewhere on YouTube, but baby Abby was there wearing like a Renaissance dress because it was like Renaissance themed.
A Renaissance themed quinceañera?
It was something like that, yeah.
Wild. I
for
dig
her
it, though.
It might have been Jenny. I don't know who it was, but I've seen some of the clips from it. It's pretty classic. She's just in the background.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's pretty
They
cool.
never interview her or anything?
No, not in what I saw, no.
Sad.
She said it was fun though.
I bet it was.
Yeah.
Reality TV sucks.
So yeah,
though.
that's kind of a weird coincidence.
By the way, all this reality TV stuff that they're showing on there for the camera crew, not real. 100% not how that works.
Yeah.
There's way more support crew.
Yeah, it was very skeleton.
Super skeleton, like the dumbest.
It was like just that one camera.
Also,
that one
showing
sound,
up
and then the director.
Unannounced to do this invite thing. Like, no, 100% they would call ahead, make sure they get permission.
I think they wanted to make it look as real as possible.
Also,
which
Drake
they
and
ended up
Josh
making
are
it
not-
look as fake as possible.
Also, Drake and Josh are not, I don't think, old enough to sign those contracts by themselves.
You think they need their mommy and daddy?
I think they do. I think you have to be 18 or older to be able to sign those by yourself.
Not in this world. You think that what's his name? Rick Howard from MTV cares about laws?
He should, because they are in LA, and that's where they really crack down on people.
He also says his name with such great cadence. He's like, I'm Rick Howard, and I'm from MTV.
And they're like, okay.
It's like got its like ebb and flow to it.
True. But I don't know, like as someone who has worked on reality television.
Oh, there he is, special boy.
That is not how it works, in my opinion.
But it cuts back to the house where Drake and Josh are in the bedroom talking about wanting to go to the party still. And then this is where Josh talks about how he heard from an unreliable source where Princess.
But he said reliable.
I think he said like semi-reliable or something like that.
That's what it was.
Where he says that Princess Oblongata is going to be there wearing the robe of curiosity.
Fucking robe of curiosity?
What a fucking mouthful that is. Princess Oblongata wearing the robe of curiosity.
I get the
Oblongata.
Oblongata. Because that's funny. That's like Star Wars-y kind of sounding thing.
Yeah.
But the robe of curiosity? What?
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're just trying to add extra stuff to it to make it sound even more special.
Make it more sexy.
Oh, there it is. And then this is
Don't
where
tell me they're not.
What?
They're not trying to make it sexy with the robe of curiosity thing?
I guess, yeah. You're curious as to what's underneath. Jeez. Oh, God. All right. Well.
You said it, not me.
Abby, cut that.
No.
So,
do not cut that.
And then this is where they come up with the idea to give Thornton the best present ever because he is a Beatles fan.
Yes.
And it just so happens to be that Drake just came into a famous Beatles record with signatures on it.
Exactly. They're like, we'll give this to Thornton, and he'll let us into the party. It'll be great.
Yeah.
And they're like, Drake really doesn't want to do it, which I don't disagree with Drake at all.
I don't blame. I think you should keep the record and not go to the party.
That party is temporary. The album is forever.
Yeah.
So
I think that the album's way cooler than the
album's way cooler. Like,
but they're kids, and like, you know, back when I was a kid, like I would just sell my shit like crazy just to get the new thing that I wanted. So like it's like I understand like the thought process of, like,
I do get that. I sold games and stuff.
You feel like you're trading up. You're not.
But also, that's a classic Beatles album. That's very different.
Yeah.
That's very different.
It's different. I'm just
going
trying,
to GameStop and getting $1 for 50 games.
I'm just trying to get in the mindset of where they're at with it, you know.
Drake never wants to get rid of it though for the entire episode.
Doesn't. He doesn't at all. He's definitely it's in the forefront of his mind really that he's like I shouldn't get rid of this shit.
Yeah.
But
so they show up and they give the gift to
well, first they approach the bouncers and are trying to get in. And they're trying to reason with him. They won't let him in. And then he comes out and they try to give it to him, right?
Yes. Which, what are the odds that he happens to be by the door and hearing this whole thing go down?
Yeah, he's perfectly placed.
It's like,
well, maybe he was greeting people that just came in. He was like,
He's like, wow, no one's come in for a second.
Yeah, let me check this line. What's going on with the bouncer?
Why are you guys here? You're not allowed.
Yeah.
You're not invited. Which, what a little kid sounding.
Yeah, he's very whiny.
You're not invited.
I wrote down that Thornton is so whiny.
He's a whiny little bitch.
He stays whiny this whole episode. But yeah, so they give it to him, and he's like, wow, this is the best present ever. And then he's like, thanks, and then just walks away.
Fucking what?
Yeah, so he takes the album. They do not have it anymore.
And
they're sad. They cry.
Yeah. And Drake probably does cry at some point off screen.
Yeah, he glares at Josh really angrily.
Yeah, so Thornton straight up is like, yeah, thanks for the gift. I'm not letting you in.
Yeah.
Like, they clarify it. And that it's not that he forgot to let them in. It's that he straight up just is like, no, fuck you guys. I'm still mad. And it's like, why would you still be mad? They're really sorry. He didn't know. He literally gave you a priceless artifact.
Artifact that he found in the Temple of Doom.
Yeah, he had to kill so many natives to get that.
Jeez. Classic Indiana Jones reference.
Woo!
And then so they see Megan roll up. She was invited.
And Megan, they asked Megan if they can get her in or her get them in.
Yeah.
And she's like to the bouncers, can I bring a couple guests? And he's like, yeah, totally. And she's like, nope. And just walks in. Classic Megan.
Yeah. She was only invited, by the way, because Thornton's younger brother has a thing for her.
And she was like, why not?
Yeah, screw it. It's a dope party.
We never see her with young Thornton.
No, you see her later on inside the party, but you don't see him at all.
No.
Well, maybe you do. Maybe he's in the crowd.
He's not next to her.
But
She's
yes,
front and center.
That's true. She is right in the front and center on the dance floor.
The battle floor.
Yeah. So then you see the Battle of Panthatar guys or Galaxy Wars guys rolling up.
Yes.
Somebody that looks like Han Solo, but he's like more of a dirtbag. He's got like
long hair and
he's like out of shape.
Like a leather jacket instead of just the cool vest.
Yeah. There's an alien that's supposed to be Chewie, but he's like insane
Crazy
looking.
And a little person who's supposed to be, I guess, a Yoda stand-in.
Basically like Yoda, yeah.
No long ears, just like weird flat things on his head.
And like his face is painted green and stuff. And then also Princess Oblongata.
In the robe of curiosity, which is just a white dress.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't look as cool even as like the Star Wars one.
It's dumb.
And then the Red Skynauts.
Yes.
Who look like they're wearing paintball outfits.
They straight up are just
red.
wearing paintball masks.
Yeah. But they do sound like stormtroopers.
They do a good job with the voice in this thing.
So Drake and Josh come up with this plan basically to try to take photos with these Red Skynauts, and then they're like, "Oh, the lighting over here is bad. Can we go into that dark alley over there?"
And they're like, "Yeah, totally, sure, no problem."
So we don't see it's off screen, but they end up, I guess, beating them up and taking their outfits.
They killed them.
Even though we've seen time and time again that Drake and Josh are just not fighters.
And these guys are trained.
At least in some
fake
sort of
fighters,
way.
but they're still fighters.
Choreography.
Yeah, they've got like fight
Stuntmen.
choreography going on.
Probably stunt guys.
Yeah.
And you know, stunt guys are usually kind of tough.
They're pretty jacked. They have to take a lot of hits.
But not in this scenario.
Nope.
So then it cuts to inside of the party, and it's badass. Not really.
It's fine.
It's not that cool.
There's a lot of gifts.
It's an early 2000s child nightclub.
There's no alcohol.
Insight.
There's food, and I didn't even see red Solo cups
No.
where they could have implied alcohol.
But there were a million fucking gift bags.
So fucking many gift bags.
So they dance their way across the floor and make their way into the present room.
Yes, where
Meanwhile, they lifted up their freaking masks like twice.
They shouldn't have done that. Like in the middle of the floor. Like, where do we go?
I get what the point is, though. They're trying to show that it's them.
It's Drake and Josh, yeah. But they're not going to stay. They're just trying to steal the Beatles album back and then leave.
And then get out of there.
Yes.
They're done with it at this point.
They're like, I just want, like, yeah. Which I don't blame them at that point because they couldn't stay. If they got seen by Thornton or the security, they would get kicked out again.
For sure.
So, of course, your best bet at that point is to cut your losses, grab the album, and go.
Yeah. So they don't remember what the gift bag looks like, so they just have to rip into every single gift bag.
Like, it was just a plain black gift bag.
I didn't remember what it looked like, to be fair. But if it was my gift that I packed, I would remember.
Yeah, like, I remember, and I'm not even good at gift stuff.
Yeah.
It was just plain black. They didn't even have wrapping paper in it.
Yeah. They didn't remember. I don't think they did either. He just pulled it right out.
And so many of the ones in that room were black, and they had, like, all had the same bright silver wrapping, like tissue
iridescent
paper coming out. It was weird.
Yeah. So they eventually, the, like, Battle of Panthatar is commencing.
Yes.
And they're not there.
They're not there. Everyone has a lightsaber. Oh, sorry. Battle sword?
Battle blade?
Beyblades.
Yeah, I don't, it's essentially lightsaber.
They're knockoff lightsabers.
Yeah.
So everyone has one. Even all three of the good guys, Chewie, Han Solo, and Yoda. And then one of the stormtrooper guys, the
Red Skynaut.
Red Skynauts has a blue one.
Yeah.
Which is wild that he doesn't at least have...
he has blue and they all had green.
Yeah.
So.
And then Drake and Josh come out and they're not even given their...
Yeah, they have no blades.
They're just there and they just get the shit beat out of them with these swords.
Yeah, they are relentless. And at one point, Drake is like, clearly we don't know the choreography.
Yeah, which is great because they're just getting beat up. And then the MTV guy comes over and like has to...
Yeah, Rick Howard.
Push basically the Yoda and Han Solo off of them.
Yeah.
And it's like, stop it. And it looks at their faces and it's like, oh my God, it's Drake and Josh.
Yeah. And that is where they end up fighting off everyone by stealing a couple of the blades. Drake runs back into the present room to try to find the album.
Yeah.
And
Josh is outside holding down the...
Basically like a stand-up.
Yeah.
But yeah, they run out of there as fast as they can. You said at one point he pushes Yoda's head out of the way.
He takes the little dude, just grabs his face, and just yeets him.
I missed it. I was taking notes.
Just hard, like a force push, but just holding this poor little dude's face.
That's
and just
crazy.
Yeet. Oh, it was insane.
Yeah, so they run out of there. Fuck Thornton, by the way.
Yeah. He was complaining again, like, get them out of here.
Whining like such a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Like, deal with it, my dude. Great television for MTV, though. They're going to keep all that shit in.
Oh, for sure. That's amazing. That's great for ratings. They're going to have to start faking that kind of stuff.
Yeah, they pull like the shaky cam action. Like, look over there.
Oh, my God. What? They stole the prop. Oh, my God.
Yeah, so they run out of there. They are still wearing the costumes, and they have the dope blades.
And they run
so they
to
get
the
to
premiere.
just keep those forever.
Yeah,
movie
and they do.
quality.
They do, though.
Yeah, they run to the premiere of all places for whatever reason instead of back home. Maybe it was closer. I don't know.
I assume it was closer, and they just like safe haven.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Safe spot, can't attack us here. It's like when you're
it's like
playing
a
tag.
church. It's like
Yeah, or a firehouse.
a firehouse, yeah.
Yeah, so they see these two girls, and they're like, "Are you guys really in the movie?" And they're like, "Hell yeah, we are."
They did get the album back,
They
by
go
the way.
get tacos. Yes, it was in his back of his pants.
Somehow.
Listen, he had it, all right. He had the album. Thank God. I'm glad he
Cartoon
got
Logic
the album.
pulled it out of nowhere.
I'm glad he got it.
I'm super glad he got it. And then they take these two girls who are like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You guys actually from the movie? And they're like, of course.
Yeah, they go get tacos.
They go get tacos. And then I'm sure they have to make up stories about filming and...
Yeah, that's easy enough.
Yeah,
right?
pretty easy. Like that guy, my God, he was such a dick.
What a trash can guy. But
Hard to work with.
Yeah. It's just starting horrible rumors about people.
To be fair, the Han Solo guy was kind of douchey. The whole time he was walking inside, he was on his cell phone.
He looked horrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was the episode. Then they have a blooper reel at the end, which was pretty wholesome and funny.
I really like the blooper reel. Blooper reel. Like the little Yoda guy hits one of the camera crew.
Yeah.
Whenever they're running away, he comes out and does a pose and accidentally hits the camera guy. And they even put in the Clash sound effects.
Yeah. At one point, Josh kisses Drake's head, which was cute.
Yeah. And then he has to go, hair good? All right, cool.
As they were goofing. But yeah, no, it was a really good episode.
They also have that little brief lightsaber battle in their room.
Oh, yeah. True.
At the end, before the bloopers start running. But
yeah. And
Classic.
he screams for mom at the
some
very
point.
end.
Why? I don't know. High ground means nothing in that battle.
It did mean nothing. But yeah, that was pretty much it.
It was good. I enjoyed it.
I liked it a lot. I think I would give it a 8 out of 10 Quatlers.
I'm in the same boat. 8 out of 10. I'm so sorry. Let me try that again. I'm in the same boat. I give it 8 out of 10 Quatlers.
Nice. But yeah, so who do we want to shout out other than Josh and
being
the new writer?
A director.
And that new writer guy.
True. Let's see. Martin Kilbella? Koleba?
Nice.
Who played Newt?
He played the
Nug.
Yeah, that was
the
basically
Yoda guy.
The Yoda guy, yeah.
Nug. Good job.
And shout out Josie Lauren, who was Maria, who cheated on Thornton, that started this whole thing.
Maria as Josie Lopez?
Yeah, weird. That's very strange.
Very strange. And maybe Greg Fitzpatrick. Have we done him before?
Stunts.
For stunts.
I don't think so.
There's pretty good stunts in this with the lightsaber battles and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Good job to all the stunt guys.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, that's been the episode, guys. Thanks for listening. I've been Jacob.
I've been Trevor.
And go watch some Drake and Josh.